thanks for your question. To solve this equation, we're going to use a little trick. Instead of having this whole mess in the argument for sign, let's go ahead and use a u substitution. So we'll just let u equal whatever's in the argument, which in this case is x plus 1 over x. And then we'll put u directly back into the argument, and now we can solve for sine u. Well, that's easy. We know that sine equals 0 whenever u equals 0, pi, 2 pi, etc., etc., etc. Any multiple of pi. We call this k pi, where k is an integer. So at this point, if we want to solve in terms of x instead of u, well, we'll just put our substitution back in. So we have down here that x plus 1 over x is equal to k pi. I want to go ahead and get this x out of the denominator here so we can get a least common denominator. I'm going to multiply by x on both sides here so that I end up with x squared up here plus 1, and this is of course all over x, my LCD, and that's equal to k pi. Then I can just go ahead and cross multiply. So that I get k pi x on the other side. Well, I see a quadratic equation emerging here that I don't think I'm going to be able to solve by factoring. Let's go ahead and put it into standard form so that we can solve it using the quadratic formula. It looks like our coefficients are a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative k pi, and c is equal to 1. Now if we go ahead and plug these into the quadratic formula, our solutions will just pop right out. So quadratic formula, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared. So we'll end up with k pi squared over here, minus 4 times a times c. So we'll get 4 over here, all over 2a. So your solutions will all be in this form. If you need the solutions between 0 and pi over 2, you can just go ahead and substitute in 0, 1, and 2 for k, and your solutions will pop right out of this. But this is your general solution. Thanks again for your question, Caroline, and I look forward to answering more of your questions using Snap Math in the future.